Good morning. Looks like this camera is just a touch out of reach here. Happy Monday. It's a great Monday, I think. It's a good Monday. Maybe it's an okay Monday. How are you all doing this morning? What a wonderful weekend we had. It was a good weekend. I apparently have bumped my monitor. I'm very sorry, guys. I bumped my monitor and everything is out of position. My camera lives on an arm, and so it can move up and down. David, are you still out? Were you out all weekend? Oh my, that's actually horrible. I hope you're feeling better, eh? So you're just lying there on your back. That's sucky. That's seriously sucky, man. I'm so sorry. I hope you are feeling better though. We could do some artwork. You got yourself do you have your iPad with you? Can you draw on your back with your iPad? That's a good question. These are the questions that make me wonder. Okay, so today we've got a couple of projects we're going to work on. Oh, the rib is screwed up, huh? Oh, that's a bummer. Sorry, man. Sorry to hear that. You'll just watch, huh? You're not going to actually. That's fair. That's fair. I don't know if I could draw on my back. I really don't. I don't know. I never really tried. I feel like I need to draw on the surface, so I can totally understand. So this weekend I discovered a game called City Skylines. So all of those plans I had to redo my music, everything like that, kind of went out the window. It's kind of a bummer, but that's okay. We'll get there. I'm not worried. So, yeah, but then you'd have to arch your back to try to draw. I could see that being a problem. All right. One of the things we're going to work on today is dynamics, and I'm going to try to do some dynamics and some pushing here with character design. So, first thing we're going to do is some dynamics practice and some practice with line of action or action lines. So, I'm looking for, okay, always interesting, I'm looking for some inspiration here to help me kind of do something here with action lines. So that's what we're going to do. I go the other direction. He went the other way. He went over here. Okay. For some reason, and I haven't figured this out yet, my computer is running. Right? It's like the machine. It's like the six-fingered man's machine. Which, by the way, I heard a story today that they're going to remake Princess Bride. And I know your first thought is no, don't remake Princess Bride. But then I read the story and I was like, oh no, they can remake Princess Bride. So apparently, Rob Reitman, who directed the original Princess Bride, has been stuck in quarantine doing nothing else. So he's been trying to think of what to do to... it seems I'm out of sync, huh? I could be out of touch. Anyway, Rob Reitman, I'll finish this story and then I'll get started on drawing, and then it won't matter whether my voice is lined up with my lips or not. Rob Reitman, who did the original Princess Bride, is got bored in quarantine apparently, and has decided to do something about that. So he's gathered together a bunch of A-list stars to remake Princess Bride with their phones in as janky a costumes as they can find, and doing all of the things that are just weird. So, like, got Sophie Turner and someone else to play the scene of in the fire swamp with Wesley and Buttercup, except that Sophie Turner is playing Wesley and the guy is playing Buttercup, which, stuff like that. I mean, I know that that's one of the scenes involved. And then they're going to donate all of the money to charity. So I think this is probably the coolest thing that has actually been done, because I totally agree with this. So anyway, that's going to be fun, I think. Let's get ourselves a new 11 by 17 out here, huh? All right. Rotate this 90 degrees. There we go. There. Now let's share our screen. I got to do something, because it's like a mini earthquake every time. No more mini earthquakes. All right. So going along here. At least we're working today. At least we're working today. Okay. So I want to work with action lines. Action lines. Action lines are taking a picture, and instead of having a whole bunch of like weird posed things. Yeah, that's weird, David, because you said all I see is your splash page and never mind all at the same time. So I know you at least spent a minute or two typing. So action lines are when you're drawing a character, like we want a character who's shooting a gun or whatever, right? If you do that, the drawing will be like really static and flat. If you use an action line, boy, I'm tired. I stayed up a little late last night. Intentionally, I stayed up a little late last night, and I was absolutely positively not playing City Skylines until 4 in the morning. I would never do that. That's irresponsible and not like a good adult. I'm just saying. Anyway, an action line is where you take a line, and usually like an S, and you put it into the picture to indicate where everything is going to be. So you put the gun right here, the arm like this, and the shoulder like this. Hips like this. We have head back like this. And the picture is markedly more dramatic now. Right? And I've been noticing that my stuff lacks action lines, right? So I want to work on getting my action line. And the pose ends up being somewhat ridiculous, I'm sure, but it gets better as I fill in more pieces. And anything that's going to go across the action line, you want to literally go across the action line. So here's my action line right there, and I want it to go up. So this hand has to come out like this. I find it funny that everybody has different sort of things about their drawings. But this is a much more dramatic picture than my other one. Because I've got an action line. Thinking about how you draw people, David, and how very different your style and my style are. I think that's interesting. I feel like my girls here, this girl's got like no meat on her bones compared to some drawings that you do. So follow the action line. The action line goes this way, so does her leg. So you can still see the action line going right through the middle. Right? And an S is a very very pleasing figure for us. So if we do this drawing this way, we kind of see that we've got like her hand is here and her arm's there. So let's bring this back. She's obviously got her hand out more. So I'll do this with the thumb, just looking at it. Just more definition through there. We can still see that action line. You're following the line all the way out to the gun barrel. Her eyes are also going to the same direction. So you want the cross of the face to be like this. Okay? And now we'll go through and correct the anatomy. This is always step 2 with me. I don't know what the story is here. But then we'll go through. Check my anatomies. Like that. very cool. Okay, here's where I want to see it. Check here is this. Across here. This. Now I'm checking the anatomy. Right? I can already see on this first run that we've got a few problems with her back, right through here. As dramatic as this is, her body is shaped. I want it to follow this as this. Right? Good morning, Andrew. We are working with action lines, and that's the entire point. So this is nothing more than just a warm-up today. I'm just doing some warm-ups. So I'll start here with what my original drawing was. This red thing right through here. Yes. This red thing right through here is an action line. And what I'm trying to do is make the entire pose follow this action line. And so it should look really dynamic because there's an action line in it. And that's the whole point. I'm going to start with practicing on this, but then once I drew in sort of my sketch, there you go. And now we have a picture. Now we have a story. So Andrew has added the story. So what we do now is I'm just correcting the anatomy. I'm just fixing the anatomy. It's going through here. And just repairing that anatomy. Right. And then we're just going through audio is dumped. Yeah. Can you guys hear me now? No, I'm still here. The question really is can you hear me? Yeah, my camera's sorted out. Yeah. Can you hear me? Or have I lost audio completely? Oh, you can hear me now. Okay, good. So maybe I just needed to switch down there. David had said early on this morning that now the video stopped. Oh no. Okay, hear and see. Good. David had said earlier this morning that we were having some problems with the audio not being in sync with the video. So I will report to Restream that we had some issues with audio and video being kind of out of sync, and we'll figure that out. And we'll just, muddle our way through as best as we can. And maybe we'll have a short show today or something like that, and we'll come back tomorrow, and hopefully the entire system will have... I think I might have overtaxed my poor computer trying to play City Skylines last night. So there was that. But I discovered I could rename the streets in City Skylines, and that became interesting. I had James T. Kirk Drive and Dr. McCoy Way and Scotty Avenue, and it was a lot of fun. And it was kind of wild because there's like a major traffic jam I have to deal with at Captain Kirk and Captain Picard, the corner of Picard and Kirk. And I was like, well, there's that. Let's get back to drawing. Okay, excuse me.